Families. Don't you just love them? And don't they just drive you nuts as well? We heard about a family actually in today's reading. There's so much in today's reading. But one thing you probably missed is that it mentions Andrew, who's the brother of Simon Peter. And in that group that was with Jesus that day, when so much happened, there were several families. There was the family of James and John. James is a saint who we celebrate particularly tomorrow, and our sister church up in Ashurst will be celebrating today. And James's mother was there. She was worse than the embarrassing aunt, actually. Because one of the things we know about in St. James, and we read in one of the other Gospels, is how she goes and asks Jesus if her sons can sit on his right and his left. Oh, no. I mean, they're 30, and their mother's going up and asking for them to be preferred. Families matter. Families are about who we are rooted in. Families often tend to revolve around a central figure. That central figure, I remember in my childhood, was my grandmother. And once she died, it was the eldest aunt, Auntie Doreen, who I have to say was a bit fearsome and died 92 years young, still talking about the old dears who were 70. Families revolve around a centre. Sometimes they revolve around a centre that's not good. Don Corleone in The Godfather, if you've seen Martin Scorsese's film, Sicilian Mafia, Cosa Nostra. Not a good centre for a family to revolve around. But as well as the actual earthly families that we saw in those pictures, this was a bigger family. And it was a bigger family that centred on Jesus. When there wasn't enough food, they didn't go to James and John's mum and ask, "Where's the food?" They turned to Jesus. And what we're going to be doing today is welcoming in little Ivy, so that her family with Tom and Tara become part of that bigger family that gathers around Jesus. And what families do is they eat together and they celebrate together. And there is something very powerful about that eating together, and I'm sure the family will be celebrating together after this. And that's what we symbolise in the breaking of bread in the Eucharist, as we remember not only the Passover, but also we've got resonances of that Passover, that feast that we've just heard about, of the fishes and the loaves. Families celebrate together, but here again they're celebrating around Jesus. So as we welcome Ivy into this family, we're welcoming her and Tom and Tara into a family, a church, a world that should be centred around Jesus. And that's going to be a very precious thing. So let's just remember how much we need to turn to the centre of our family and to celebrate. Not a family of embarrassing aunts and mothers. Well, yes, probably. A family full of embarrassing aunts and mothers, and I'm sure I'm one of them. But a family where the centre is Jesus, to whom we can turn for everything we need. Amen.